The weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. Hauled in by Downs. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Gets this to Wolf. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Colts will take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, Taylor. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Taylor again. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw here from Richardson. Finds Woods. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Broke through the tackle. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is Harris on 2nd down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Go!
3rd down from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Takes this in at the 25. It's some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice return there. 15 yards gained. And they're going to take over possession. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On target to Downs. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running back sent in motion. From the 41. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Kate, if we weren't dealing with a little bit of wind out there, I'm not sure that kick has enough steam to make it. In track, they call that wind aided. In football, they call it 3 points.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing off the play fake here. Looking for a target. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll look to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw it. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. He finds Woods. And this isn't result quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Taylor trying the left side. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Second and 10 now. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tight end in motion left. 3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go. Go.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Go.
A give left side to Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Richardson. Throw left side, complete. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 9-point advantage. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Take go.
They'll come out throwing. Chased out to his right. Finding Judy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go. Cardinal.
From the 38. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 give to Harris. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Here's Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Go!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Half to 60, half to 60. 70 Lions.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns with a 3rd and 3.
Set. Rocco 80. Set. Hurt. Hurt. Hut, hut.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Hits his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and now they face 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Here we go. Viking 18.
They're going Taylor. And they bring him down around the 34. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's caught for the first. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Colts double their lead to 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Ready.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Judy there to grab it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. That's complete, David Njoku. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From midfield now. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Connection made to Judy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Let's spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cougar 19. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the right and pulled in by Judy. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, ball at the 36.
70 range, 70, go!
Setting up a throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Going to Harris to start the half. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Check go.
He's going to throw this one. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To throw, Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Richardson on 3rd. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes this in the area of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. That punt reaches 50 yards. And the Browns are set up well as they take over with some great field position. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action with Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Taylor now up the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Richardson back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3-and-out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Browns will go on offense. They'll throw on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
79 Broncos.
Second and 10 now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
This is Taylor. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Offense up to the line fast. Now a handoff to Taylor. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Taylor again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
QB sneak coming. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. This time he's looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 run, 18 run. Take go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. To throw it on 1st down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Option give to Taylor. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Colts football, and they know they're only 1 quarter away from advancing here. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Running right, this is Taylor. Pushing for the red zone. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Avoid some trouble there. They want him again, and he goes down again. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that.
Amendola able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Trying again following the sack. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go again with Taylor. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Let's go now. Go.
He keeps it himself. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his 3rd total score this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Top ball, 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 19 Lions. Check go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So out now comes the punter. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A run here with Taylor. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a run with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Colts about set to celebrate this win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he gets this up into enemy territory on a decent gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and that brings up 4th and 2.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The Colts ready for the punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Colts are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Keep it up.